One of the most appreciated things that NBA 2K has been consistent with in recent years is new player and team content. Since NBA 2K13, coincidentally the dawn of my team, 2K has made a concerted effort to add more and more legends as well as their respective teams to the game. Before this became a priority for them, it almost felt that every year you were buying the same game with the same teams, players, a few updated rosters, and boom, that was it. In NBA 2K16, the largest pool of new legends was added, as well as several new teams, many of which are actually requested by the fans. This is one of the major keys 2K should stick with going forward, or else they'll be playing themselves.
Never play yourself.
So here's our top 5 missing historic teams in NBA 2K. Number 5 is the 2000-2001 Sacramento Kings. Ironically, we're starting this list with a team that was already in 2K, just a different version. In 2K13 and 01-02 Kings were part of normal rosters even though they didn't have Chris Webber, which is kind of a big deal. This era Kings basketball embodied the word swag from C-Webb, Mike Bibby, White Chocolate, and Peja Stojakovic had Sacktown bumping on the daily. Problem with 2K was they only had the rights to 2 of these players, so the 2 guys needed to complete this team, Jason Williams, who just made his debut this year, and Chris Webber, who was only a part of the unlockable Kings for NBA 2K12, were missing. This team needs to make its way to the virtual court. 2K is meant to be a fun game. Well, this is one of the most fun teams to watch in NBA history. Imagine faking somebody out with Jay Will's behind the back elbow pass lead to a C-Web dunk. If somebody does that to me in a ranked game, oh, we fighting. Number 4 team on the list is the 08-09 Portland Trail Blazers. If there was a vote for the most wanted player to be in my team next year, I'd put anything on Brandon Roy winning it, aka the assassin of Rip City before Damian Lillard took over. Roy was hitting .8 buzzer beaters on the Rockets before it was cool. A shooting guard in every sense of the word, catching bodies at the rim, defensively sound, 3-point marksman, could create his own shot and even had a little post game to him. When people mention combo guards, he was one of the gold standards. He could easily be one of those cards you mess around and drop 40 on somebody online. Couple that with the team having a young LaMarcus Aldridge, Greg Oden, and rookies Jared Bayless, Nick Batum, and Rudy Fernandez. Hell, Channing Frye was even on this team. To think about it, that team sounds pretty ridiculous for 2K. Maybe they shouldn't add them actually. Number 3 is the 07-08 Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets consisted of AI, J.R. Smith in his dunk contest days, Marcus Camby patrolling the paint, and the young Melo with the braids. Forgetting the first 3 players for a sec, I want this team just for the cornrow version of Melo. For those of you who don't know the story, he actually cut the braids off after losing a bet in the game of 2K. Only fitting the braids make a comeback in 2K17. There was actually an 08 Melo card in my team this year, but the player model let us down with him sporting the low cut. Similar to how they got prime AI looking dusty. If you don't know what a young Melo was like, imagine him now but with the speed to blow by guards and yam on people. YouTube search Melo dunks on Paul Millsap if you want to see what I mean. They won't be talked about much as time passes, but imagine facing a lineup of Iverson, JR, Melo, Kevin Martin, and Marcus Camby. I know, right? Number 2 is the 2009-10 Los Angeles Lakers. While I could go with fewer Laker teams in 2K, this one may be the one of the most warranted. I mean, the Bulls have over 5 historic teams in 2K thanks to MJ, and he only won titles on 3 of them. While many other teams deserve to be added in 2K17, this was the final year that Kobe won the championship, and considering he's going to be the special edition cover athlete, it's only right. They would be the only Laker team in 2K that belongs to him alone. Also, this would be the only champion team with him at the peak of his years as the Black Mamba. And he didn't need to run somewhere else to win it. Not to mention a squad of prime Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Andrew Bynum, and Adam Morrison. I'm just saying, we need a historic Kobe team without the fro. It's only right. And Sports Gamers Online, number 1 missing team is the 2012-13 New York Knicks. Also known as the last time Knicks fans had true hope. Tyson Chandler was Defensive Player of the Year, J.R. Smith was the 6th Man of the Year, and Melo had one of the best seasons of his career. It's a shame that they never even made the conference final during this 3-year run. Still, this team would be the definition of stacked in 2K. During those years, the Knicks were one of the most popular teams to use online because of their extensive personnel and 3-point shooting. I mean, I would get scared when dudes would bring in Steve Novak, for Christ's sake. So why not revive the team and give Knicks fans more to look forward to in 2K17 than chucking up 30 shots for Porzingis? And special shout outs to the 93 Phoenix Suns and 95 Indiana Pacers. These are probably the two most requested teams to be added in 2K for a couple years now. Although they're the most wanted, this one may be out of the 2K's powers at the current moment. Charles Barkley has said publicly that he isn't signed on to be in the game because of a monetary issue. Whether or not that's the same for Reggie and Webber also, we don't know. But let's be real, what would be the point of having those teams without the stars? But believe it or not, just 6 years ago, Jordan wasn't in the game either. It took until 2K14 to get Pippen. And Kareem took everyone by surprise when he made his return to 2K this year. So in the wise words of my man KG, anything's possible! Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the list and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more NBA 2K content and other sports games to come. Thank you all for watching and be good y'all.